Hello, Knights fans. Back with this week's edition of the FDU Men's Basketball Report. Here with Coach Greg Herenda. Coach, congratulations. You're the 2019 NEC regular season champions. First time since 2006 for this program. What does it mean?
Well, we share it with St. Francis, but we're the champions. It's really important, I think, the standards that are set here by myself and now our new athletic director and Chris Capuano, it's excellence. And to win a championship, especially a regular – I was in the Ivy League back in the day where only the regular season champion – it's hard to win a regular season. That is an extended period of time. You know, the tournament that we're going to start is 8 days. The regular season champions, it's 8 months. You start in August. And so it's a credit to our players. We started out 1-4. We had our first 4 out of 5 on the road, and these kids have been so resilient, so perseverant, all the characters that you want in young men. So it's an honor, and it's a great privilege to say that. And I'm just glad that these players, we put it behind us yesterday in our team meeting, but it's something that they'll always be with. Mike and Darnell have a conference championship, an NCAA trip, and now regular season championship, and our ultimate goal is obvious, to win the conference tournament championship. So every time you mention the word championship, you're in good rarefied air, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, obviously a great season, 12-6. It's the most wins in the conference since that 2006 season. All the awards come down here at the end of the season as you get ready for the conference tournament. You'll hang that regular season championship banner here at the Rothman Center. 2 more awards just came out today for your guys. Darnell Edge, senior guard, All-NEC first team, tremendous season. And then Mike Holloway Jr., another guy who's had all the accolades through his career. He picks up a second All-NEC second team nod. As a coach, we've talked a lot about these guys, but as they continue to wind down here, just another thought on it.
I don't know what more to say other than, you could have flip-flopped. I think Jaleel was probably in the conversation. What happens is if you have 6 good players, the individual awards don't come as regularly. Like this past week, we didn't have any mention of any of our players on the NEC Front Row website, and we've just won 11 out of 13. That means you have a good team, and that's what's most important, and I'm sure Mike and Darnell would agree with that. But for those guys, first team, second team, in this conference with so many talented players, just so our fans know, it's voted on solely by the coaches, and that the coaches know. The coaches watch tape, the coaches observe, and to get the respect of the coaches for those 2 guys is tremendous. And I'm very happy for Darnell and Mike, their families, their coaches, and even our coaches, like Pat Sellers coaches the bigs, and Pete and Bruce coach the guards, and everyone. When there's an award, it's not that one person, it's a multitude of people.
Yeah, definitely a great testament to all involved, from the coaches to the players, everyone pushing hard in practice. So you've now won 5 in a row, finished up strong this week with 2 wins on the road, a long road trip, started at Mount, trekked all the way up to Connecticut, picked up 2 wins, and definitely obviously helped get yourself a share of the title. Sure. Specifically the game against Central, we keep talking about the 3-point shooting this season. You hit 12 out of 22, and that was really the difference in the game. Across the board, field goal percentage, rebounds, turnovers, everything seemed very close in that game. Yeah. But you made 12 out of 22 threes. You're now 5th in the country, shooting 40% on the year. Just, again, touch on that and how important it's been to the success.
Well, I think to go back to the Central game, like Danielle does a great job of protecting that basket. So it was hard to get to the basket. So then eventually threes showed. And we're just kind of like a team that once you make one, here they come. And we just, Darnell made the one when they went under the screen, and that was huge. And then at the end of the clock, Elijah made a huge one. So then it starts raining. So it's good. And we're in elite status. I think we're below or above Marquette 3-point field goal percentage. It changes every time a kid takes a 3, but we're in the top 10%. Of college basketball, and our field goal percentage is good. But Brian, we're guarding better. We held Central to 2 halves in the 20s, Mount 1 half in the 20s. So we're in order to win this thing, you got to guard, you got to rebound. But making shots obviously is really important. In 2016, that's what we really did. We made a lot of shots, and hopefully, history will repeat itself. But I'm just excited about just the way we're playing in totality. But the threes and the layups that go in. It's important, and it's a testament to our team and how they practice every day. And I'm just excited about how we're playing going into the tournament.
I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up too. You mentioned the defensive effort. You only scored 20 points in the first half at Mount, which is rare for this offensive team. Down 14 at the half, you overcame your biggest deficit of the season. How big is that going into the tournament? Just another game where you can say, look, we've been down before, we can come back and win when we need to.
I think our program is built on that. I remember my first year here, we were down to, I don't know if it was our first year, Towson, we were down 16 or 18. We come back and we don't stop playing, because in practice, we just got done with practice, these guys play every possession. So where other teams will get down 18, and you just see it on TV. And then the other thing, Brian, is we can press. So some teams will press to try to get back in the game. Our press is part of our culture, so our press gets us back into basketball games, then we can shoot it. So yeah, going into a tournament knowing that if you're down, you can come back, and knowing what we're doing now well is getting a lead and keeping it. We're making free throws and we're finishing games, so it's a good combination. But right now, we had our meeting yesterday. 8 teams are 0-0, and it's an 8-day tournament. It's 8 days, man. From yesterday, it's like, yo, dude, you know, everyone has an opportunity, and it's really like Jared did a great job getting Bryant back into the tournament, and they're going to St. Francis. But every game, nothing would be surprising if you told me they won, they lost, and that's what makes the NEC great, and that's what makes obviously March, you know, mad.
It really is. I mean, and you play. You talked about it before. It starts so many months ago, and then you come down, and it's really just a one game, and you got to be ready for that one day and that one game. So here it is tomorrow night, 7 o'clock against Wagner, a team you've played a lot. You just played them here on the 23rd on Senior Day.
Yes.
You've won 11 of 13. They've lost 4 in a row, but you could pretty much throw that out the window, as you know.
All that stuff is thrown out, and it's how you're playing that day and how you're guarding and how you're rebounding. Bashir's played in big games. He's a tremendous coach. And this is a rivalry now, you know, and it always has been. But now, you know, Wagner brings their people from Staten Island. You know, Brad Holbert's doing a great job with our staff in regards to getting people in this building. I think it's going to rock, and, you know, the best team will win, and hopefully that's the Knights.
Definitely, yeah. There's definitely no. You talked about the rivalry. It's funny. You won the 2016 championship at Wagner. They got you 2 years ago at their place. You played 9 times in the postseason. It does seem to always come down to them.
Yes, it does, and that's good. I think in sport, I'm not comparing ourselves to rivalries, but all the great rivalries, the Yankees and the Red Sox and Notre Dame and USC and Carolina, Duke. In our league, it's us and Wagner, especially on this east, you know, the metropolitan area. But also we have a good rivalry now with LIU, and so it's a great league. And I'm just excited that we're in the mix here, and we have a championship, and we're trying to get another one, and that's the plan. But it's going to be a lot of hard work, and we got to take it one game at a time. And Wagner's going to be a really difficult opponent.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
You got it, Brian. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Herenda and his Knights tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on this floor against the 7-seed Wagner Seahawks. 7 p.m. start. All the ticket information can be found on FDUKnights.com. You can come purchase tickets at the door if you don't want to get them in advance, but definitely come out here. It'll be a great atmosphere here in the Rothman Center. Again, 7 p.m. tip-off start in the quarterfinals. If the Knights advance, that'll be Saturday here, also in the Rothman Center at 12 or 2. So definitely keep an eye out as we move forward here and into the March Madness, as Coach said. And for all information about the FDU men's basketball team, head back to FDUKnights.com.